joined karate later on.
Okay, okay. So, can you tell me what inspired you and how your journey started before you become an athlete professionally, and what inspired you? Hello.
Um,
Okay.
so before my journey in karate started when I was 7 years old. I joined karate along with my brothers, and it I didn't actually join with an interest. I just joined because my parents asked me to join, and later on, I continued karate until 12 years old, and I stopped for a year because I had an important exam that year, which is UPSR. I wanted to focus on that, and then after I didn't join karate after that actually, and after taking a break for a year, I gained back the interest to join back karate, and around 13 years old I joined back, and yeah, till now, uh, not till now, I'm resting now because of injuries, but I was in karate after 13 years old, three, and went to a lot of national tournaments.
That's nice. That's good. So, along this journey, what's your best memorable moment in your career so far?
The best memorable moment was when I was got selected into para team to represent para for Sigma, which was Sigma 2020. But
Okay.
I participated in the Sigma in 2022 because 2020 had COVID, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, being selected for the para state was a huge thing for me, and that's one of the memorable moment of my career.
Sure, sure. So, how do you balance your personal life demands with your sports? How do you balance that? Like your studies and your sports? Is it hard?
Okay, so my personal life, and I am a person who definitely see my personal life, my sports career, and also my educational path alongside with my family, everything. I do keep them separately from each another. I don't like messing up or mingling everything together because that will affect each and everything. So I tend to keep everything separately, and that's how I was able to balance both my personal life and also sports career.
Okay. Next, we're going to talk about your training and your performance. Um, can you tell us how you go through your daily training day? How's your training? How you prepare your mental and physical for a competition?
Okay, so our trainings are very intense because it's karate, right? It involves all part of body, so it's very intense. But even though we get tired physically, we had to go on because our goal was to achieve the goal. Everyone's goal is to achieve the goal medal, but we have to get stronger day by day. And the training will be 2 sessions per day. Apart from the sessions, I will have my own personal session like fitness. I will take care by myself, so I'll be having my own jogging or gym sessions like that. So for competitions, physically we train together with other teammates. Even though it's an individual game, karate is an individual game. We do have team games, but more it's an individual. But we do team, we do train along with the team. So even though one goes down, another one will pull them back up. So mentally, I prepare myself by having a self-talk with me. I do look inside. I look into the mirror, I will talk to myself, and then I will look at my previous fight videos to mentally prepare. And also there's a term we use as a shadow fight. Shadow fight is we imagine ourselves how we're gonna fight if the situation happens and all. So I'll be, whenever I'm free, whenever I'm like lying down on the bed, my thoughts will be fully on the game. So that's how I mentally prepare for the competitions.
That's nice. That's good. So this is before your competition. You manage it so well, like your self-talk and shadow fighting. So how about off season? And if you are injured, how you handle your training during that time?
Okay, so during that season, we don't actually because of if off season mostly I will focus on fitness. I don't focus on the karate technique, because a karate technique we need a partner to execute the techniques. But we will focus on more on the flexibility, flexing your leg, and then more to fitness lah. So it's like about building my muscle or stretching myself, more to that. I would more focus on the technique, because technique we have to train separately, right? So off season mostly go like that. And during recovering from an injury, um, I give a full rest to my body. Like, it will take a full rest, but not too full rest. I will do a bit that if my knee is injured or leg is injured, I will do a walk. I won't do a jogging, but I'll do a walk. If my arm is injured, I will avoid exercises to my arm and so on. But I do have some injured, like even though we are injured, we have to do some exercises, right? I will do that. And also, our team, we have a how do I say? We have a way to go through this off season or injured period. We will go to play other sports. Like, for example, if we're having an off day, we will go play badminton, or we will go play some other games, so that our mind will be diverted from karate, but still we are doing some sport activity. But it's in a fun way, you know. We will keep it fun so that our brain and body won't get tired.
Understand? So we on nutrition, how do you look the importance of nutrition, and does it play a important role in your performance?
Yes, nutrition plays a very much important role in the training and performance, because karate is a weight category based sports. So certain categories we have to maintain our weight. Especially we have my weight range was below 55, so I couldn't go below 50, above 55. So we have to play with our nutrition step, and we also since personally, I'm a female who goes through menstruation, and also I have anemic. I'm anemic, so I do take certain vitamins or supplements to ensure that I don't get too weak during training or game time. So I think nutrition plays a very important role in this training and performance.
Okay. So how do you stay motivated during tough time, and when you wanna face a setback? How how do you stay motivated
How do I stay motivated?
during your tough
First of
times?
all, huh?
During your tough times.
Yeah, actually, I would thank my teammates for this, because they're the one will be motivating me. And also sometimes my master will motivate me as well. And most of the time it would be my family. Like, I would tell it's my family. Whenever I'm down, or whenever I lose in a competition where I do cry a bit, and my parents will be like, "We are so proud of you. We are so proud that you came this far." we know that you can do more, but it's okay. This is not your time. We can get back another time. So that's how they motivate me. And also my teammates, they motivate me very much. Like Niva can do more, Niva can grow more, a lot of stuff. So my teammates and my family are the main reasons how do I get back from the contacts.
Okay, beside that, so when you are facing like face when you're facing like high pressure situations, like for example in a game, how do you like what maintain your focus during that situation when you want to enter a game or you enter a fight? Do you have
Okay.
any strategies?
Okay. In karate, we do have a lot of pressure all the time, but as I grew, I learned before this when I was younger in karate, I thought focusing on the opponent's abilities is what we need to do in a high pressure situation. But it's actually vice versa. In whatever situation it is, our full focus and concentration have to be on our own ability. Like I know I have done this technique so much.
Okay.
I just have to give my 100% full into the technique what I've done, believing on my own ability, and that always works. When we start to doubt on our ability and we trust more on the opponent's ability, that's when we lose. So when we have a lot of trust and belief on our own ability, that's how I handle the high pressure situation. I just like
So you
if it's
have
a too much pressure game, I just like
self-talk.
this technique will work. Yeah. Huh?
So it's basically like a self-talk in your mind.
Yeah. Most probably self talk. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So can you share like any experience that you overcome a significant challenge or failure, like specifically,
Um. Like.
like an experience that you overcome a challenge and a failure, like there's one time you
Oh.
facing some challenge and failure, then you
Okay.
overcome it. Is there any kind of
Okay.
experience?
So I remember I had an important national tournament
Okay.
and I had my ankle injured that time. So I was a bit recovering, almost recovered, but during the fight time, because of the pressure onto the ankle, because we are standing to the ground, so obviously the pressure will go to the ankle. So I had more pain. I couldn't perform well in that game, and I lost in the first game itself. And it was a huge heartbreak for me because um, it was a winning game. It was a winning game because of the injury I lost. So I mentally became down and also physically I wasn't well. So for the next game, I was giving my 100% lah, giving my 100%, very much 100%. I slowly I had to train a lot after recovering, train a lot, and also prepare myself mentally to go through anything. And yeah, in the following tournament, I won medal, and also in the national tournament, I managed to go until I guess the semi-final. Yeah, so I was proud that before that I lost in the first game, but another nationals I went until semi-final, so it's a huge win. So I could see the difference. So yeah.
Okay, okay. That's nice. That's a good setback from your failure. So next is
Thanks.
we want to talk about, you just now you told me that you have individual games and team games. So how now we are going to talk about, I want to ask you about how important your team chemistry and how do you maintain the positive relationship with your teammates? Is it important stuff?
Yes, very much. Because during the game time, there's no better person who will understand us more than our team. Even though we fight in different categories, they understand us more because they're the one will be training with us day and night. They they will be like they know us better than anyone else. So maintaining a positive relationship with them is a very important. And how do we maintain them is like after trainings, if they are injured, helping each other, and then just talking about our lives, how do we, apart from karate, helping them in studies and so on. We become more like family lah, not only friends. We become more like family. If one is sick, another one is helping. We go like that. So that's how we have to maintain the positive relationship with the teammates.
So, in the journey maintaining the positive relationship with your teammates, there must be some conflicts or disagreements. So, how do you handle that?
Um, Sometimes yes, each human beings has different point of view, right? But we just sort it out by talking because communication is the key for me. And actually, so far we didn't have any conflicts between us. It's just that it will be like if I'm doing any mistakes or anything, the person who care for me, the teammate, they will come and talk to me. They will give advice, they will give suggestions, and so on. And sometimes they will just bring me out to eat, something like that. And so do I do the same thing for them. Like just listen to them first, what they're going through, rather than just fight with them. How do I say this? Then asking them like why you're doing like this and also on. Just like calmly let them talk it out. So that's how we handle conflicts and disagreement within the team lah.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you so much for that. So, we are going to talk about stress and anxiety related to your sports. So, how do you manage your stress and anxiety in your sport?
It's pretty much hard for me because from person who has seen continuous failures, it was very hard for me to handle them. But again, thanks to my family and my teammates, I managed to overcome that. Most probably my teammate lah. They will be okay. Why do we get stress and anxiety? Thinking like we might not win this game. We might not able to fight with them and so on, right? So because we are unfamiliar with the situation, that's when anxiety pops up. So during training time, we try to, as much as we can, to familiarize with a lot of situations. We do situation training. So with that, I was able to reduce the amount of unfamiliar situations. So that's how my anxiety goes up. But according to stress, yes, I do become stressed during the game time when I couldn't score properly. But eventually, I will sort out that stress is going to cost nothing. It will only reduce. So reduce the time over there. So within the time I have to score, it's obviously stress and gives anxiety. But I just have to sort out what I have to do in order to win. So I just again like self-talk. Again self-talk because it's an individual game, right? It's more the self-talk lah.
Okay. So, in your sports or in your team or clubs, do you work with sports psychologist or any mental coach?
Actually no. I mean we do have if we go to a higher level. But my team is a bit small team. We doesn't have a psychologist or mental coach. But we do some ways to maintain our psychological stable. We and our teammates and our master, we will do yoga together. So yoga together, and we can with each and other every week. We will have a psychology session where we will open up about what we can do, what we couldn't do, what is the problem, and then we brainstorm together the solutions as well. So we together as a team will have a psychological session.
Okay. Okay. Next is um, how you deal with the pressure from your expectation from your coach, from yourself, and yeah, for now that's all. How do you deal with the pressure from your coach or yourself?
Okay. I put the pressure inside me sometimes to make myself more fired up, but sometimes it depends on the game. If I doesn't have the boost, I will just put the pressure in myself to feel the boost. But when I'm all boosted up, I just don't put the pressure inside myself because if I get pressure, I might mess up the game. So I'll just like if I lose only, I will be getting scolded or something like that. So why am I talking about the negative part? So I'll just focus on positive. They say like train like you have never win before, fight like you have never been lost before. So that's what I applied. When I entered the tatami, we say our play mat, we call it as tatami. When I'm about to enter the tatami, I'm the person who never lost to anyone.
Sorry,
Centered in mind to the pressure.
sorry, what's the
When I
reason?
enter the tatami, I keep in my mind that I've never lost to anyone. That's how I keep inside my mind. But in the game, however it turns, the coin may flip anyway. But I just focus on like I have never lost anyone, so I'll just give the full 100%. So the pressure won't be much affecting me lah.
Okay. Next question is, how do you handle criticism or negative feedback about your performance? How do you handle that?
Okay, for me personally, I'm not the person who who takes negative feedback very well. I don't take criticism very well. I'm more to a positive reinforcement person. If you like give a negative feedback to me, I tend to take it negatively. Like if you say, "Oh, you cannot do this. This technique is not working for you." I will be like, "Oh, okay. So this is not working for me." I will be like that. I won't be like, "No, I can do it." I'll show to them. I'm not that kind of person. I like, "Oh, they are saying so. Really, it is not working for me." I'll think like that. So
So what do you
when
mean
I get
is
negative,
you taking the criticism seriously, so you won't actually try it after that, like especially.
no, actually, it makes me feel like that. But what sometimes, as I said, teammates, right? They will give it to me positive. When I get it negatively, I feel like that. But my teammates will be like, turn it to a positive way. We have seen you done that. Why you're listening to them? You know about yourself more. Try it, give it a try. So they will be saying, give it a try, give it a try. So that's when I try. And some, yeah, and yes, most of that I will be getting it. So the negative criticism are just to push us down, lah. I would say.
Understand? It's good for staying strong and avoid the negative all.
Yeah.
So along this journey, do you have any like mentor or who have been your biggest influence in your sport career? And if there, why are they your mentor?
Um, persons. One is my elder brother, and another one is my teammate, Gunaraj. My elder brother also was in karate, but he also left because of injury. I've seen him putting his all the efforts, despite his weight. He would amaze us with his technique and also training. So, see, from childhood, I'm a person who compete with my brother. Even in education, I would compete with him. So in karate also, he became my role model. Like I have to become like Anne, my brother.
Brother.
So will be like that. And my teammate Gunaraj, he is the same category as me, but in male category. So he joined karate a bit late than me, but he did amazing stuff. So I will learn from him. We eventually have the same flexibility, almost same fitness, but sometimes I will hesitate to do. He won't hesitate to do. He will just give it a try. So whenever I can't do, he will be helping me to do it. So he became a mentor to me lah. At the end of the almost the Dukma time, he was fully my mentor. Psychologically, physically, mentally, everything, he was my mentor. And thanks to him.
Okay, that's nice. So during your hardship, your failure during that time, or how do you stay inspired to continue to push yourself to improve during that time?
I would say my failures are what inspired me to push myself. During any tournaments that I lost, those are the I will not only look at the games I win, I also will look at the games I lost to put a fire inside me that it should not be happening. So my failures is what pushed myself to
Okay, that's good. Using your failure as your boost to improve yourself. So beside all that, what advice would you give to young generation of athletes, or the one who want to start their journey as an athlete? What advice you give them to aspire them to reach your level?
I would say don't hesitate. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Don't take criticism too hard. The criticism means nothing to you. It only brings negativity, no positivities at all. And I would say find a good team and a teammates, because without them we are nothing in this field. Just stay positive and don't give up. Don't give up midway, because sports are very, especially karate, it takes a very long time to achieve a big thing. If you achieve a big thing in a small age, it's a huge thing. But times will change. So we have to adapt the changes. Just don't give up midway. The time will be yours one day. Just wait for the time. And train well until then.
So basically now, are you an retired athlete? So
for some time.
also okay. So do you have any like short-term goals or long-term goals in your sport? And how do you plan your involvement in your sport if you are retired from this professional competition? And what legacy do you hope to leave behind after you leave this sport?
Okay. I have stopped training about 1-2 years because I have injury, and I'm not fully recovered yet, so I could not continue my sport. But in a short-term goal, I have a younger brother who's still in karate. He's currently will be going to national tournaments and everything. So I want to be a mentor to him. and see him achieving the medal, which I couldn't achieve. And also for the long-term goal, I would like to teach many new students about karate and like
So basically, you want to
in an
start an academy.
academy. Yeah, maybe kind of an academy. My teammates are planning to run an academy together. So running an academy together, building a new future. Because I don't want to waste the knowledge I have just to myself. I would like to share the knowledge, and also the legacy I would like to leave behind is I want my future students to gain whatever they want to be. They want to join the national team, playing for the country, whatever they want to be. I want to help them to achieve their goal. So yeah, and I don't think so I can be an athlete anymore. So I'm planning to become a coach. Process are there, but we will see how, because I have the final year of my studies, so I have to focus on my studies for now. So after studies, I will fully get into the coaching thing.
Okay, that's a nice plan and vision. And how, like, being an athlete have shaped your identity and your personal values?
Being an athlete is not easy. First thing you learn from being an athlete is discipline. So through discipline, everything changes. Being on time, how do I say? Being on time, doing trainings consistently. We learn a lot from the discipline in sports, especially in karate. Karate has a lot of discipline and also respect. So through that, I became more a proper person. Karate shaped me into a better person, a better, valuable person, I would say. Yeah.
So, okay. Beside karate, beside any sport, um, what do you enjoy do when you're in your free time outside of sports?
I prefer listening to music. Sometimes, most of the time, I prefer sleeping. Because if you ask any athlete, they prefer sleeping more than anything else. And also, weight category athletes, right? We prefer eating as well, because we can't eat freely during the competition time. So, my most favorite things will be listening to music, sleeping, and eating.
Okay. Okay, last questions. So, how do you envision the future of your sport, and what changes would you like to see in your sport?
Okay, I would like to see the changes in my sport is like I prefer there won't be any toxic environment for the athletes. And I I would like to see fair judgments, no biased thing there. I mean, it has happened before. Toxic environment like pushing the athlete too much, mentally disturbing them. There are a lot. We can't deny that the world is full of it, but I prefer this sports would be outside from all that, from bias, from toxicity, and so on.
Understand. So that's all, Niyashini. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your meaningful sharing. It's very inspirational, especially when you didn't give up after failure on another failure, and your how you face your hardship and all of that thing. That's very inspirational. So
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity as well.
yeah, and thank you so much for helping me conduct this interview. So
Yeah.
that's all for me. Okay, bye.
Yeah, most welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. $37.